Swapped was released in 2026 and was directed by Nathan Greno. It tells the story of a Puku named Ollie and a Javan named Ivy who have magically switched bodies with one another. They must team up to save their species and their home. Swapped was one of those movies I was curious enough to do a review on it. I'm not that familiar with Skydance Animation, and from what I've heard about their other movies, they don't seem to have a great reputation. Both Look and Skybound have been said to be very poorly made movies. Again, I can't judge them because I haven't seen them, but from what I've heard, they don't exactly sound to be very promising. I didn't really know anything about Swapped. I had heard good things about the villain and I heard that Michael B. Jordan was in the movie, but that was all I knew about it. So today I decided to watch it on Netflix to do a review on it. And after watching it for myself, oh god, this movie, it's not bad by any means. Definitely not a terrible movie, and there is a little bit of merit here. But overall, this is a very mid and a very poorly made movie. The storyline is ridiculously cliche and predictable. The execution does not help in the slightest. The execution is too paper thin. It's way too basic, way too simple, and it's, in all honesty, dull. And the pacing of the movie, oh my god, the pacing is atrocious. My god, there are so many sections in this movie that are just boring. It drags and drags. It dragged in a lot of areas. It felt much longer than 90 minutes because my god, there are so many scenes in this movie that are just boring, and there's so many scenes that are way too slow. The movie in a lot of places dragged and dragged and dragged. The pacing of the movie was awful. There's just no originality to the story. The execution is just very poor. It's too basic. In all honesty, it feels to me, it feels like it's strictly a kids movie because it's just so simple. It's so surface level. There's nothing about it that makes it unique or that makes it stand out. It's just a very by the numbers average movie. It's very basic. There is some cute and charming moments in the movie, but it's very little, and it's not enough to save it. I think if the execution was a lot more unique and had a lot more work, it could have been a pretty good movie, but oh my god, as it is, the film itself is very mediocre, and I honestly actually like it even less the more I think about it. The animation, though, is actually pretty nice. The locations are good, the colours are good, the lighting is good. The character designs are pretty good. I was a little bit mixed on the designs of the firewolves, though. When I first saw them, I didn't know exactly what to think. There was something off about them. However, I have to say, after watching the movie, they did grow on me. I actually now think the firewolf designs are actually pretty good. Visually, the movie is nice to look at, but the voice acting, oh god, it's really tricky to say how I feel about the voice acting. I think the voice cast tried their best, but me and Dara were talking about this earlier, and he said that he thought the voice actors didn't really fit the characters, and honestly, I actually agree. Why is Michael B. Jordan in this movie? Like, why? I mean, out of all people, not to say he's a bad actor, he's a great actor, but why is Michael B. Jordan in this? It's just quite confusing, to be honest, because he doesn't really fit as the character of Ollie. Granted, he does at the very least try his best, but he just doesn't fit the character. So the voice acting it's kind of a mixed bag, but at the very least, they do try their best, but they don't exactly fit. And the characters themselves, they're quite weak. The characters of Ollie and Ivy are okay. The chemistry they have with one another, it's not bad, but it's just so cliche with how it's done. And the direction taken with them, it's just so basic and surface level. Their character arcs in the movie are just way too predictable. They're not bad, but they could just use a lot more work with the execution. The other characters, such as Ollie's parents, Boogle, and everyone else, are not very memorable, and they're not in the movie very much, but the villain of the movie, the Firewolf, though, oh boy. I had heard some decent things about the Firewolf, but as for me, I thought he sucked, to be completely honest with you all. He's not very interesting, he's not intimidating in the slightest, and he has a very little impact on the story. I get what the movie wanted to do with him, but maybe if he had a lot more development, a lot more screen time, and more impact, he could have been much better. The movie has a very poor cast of characters. Apart from the Firewolf, which is just an awful character, the film's cast of characters is just very, very poor. The music of the movie is pretty decent though, especially in the beginning. I have to say, I was really surprised with how good the music was at the very beginning. While I don't think the rest of the music is as good as it was in the beginning, I still think the movie had a pretty decent soundtrack. I do get what this movie wanted to be. I do get what it was trying to be. It wanted to be a charming, heartfelt movie. But unfortunately, the execution really lets it down. It's a movie that, in all honesty, is just way too basic and badly needed more work. Overall, Swapped is mid. The storyline is extremely poor, the characters are weak. While the animation is nice and the music is pretty good, unfortunately, they're just not enough to save the movie. It's not a bad movie, but it's not a movie I could see myself watching again. I'm gonna give Swapped a 5 out of 10. Had the execution been better, I actually think it could have been a really entertaining movie. So that's it for my review of Swapped. Let me know what you guys think of the movie in the comment section below. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Stay tuned for my next review, which is going to be on Masters of the Universe. I'm going to see it on Sunday night. I'm very curious about the movie. I know absolutely nothing about the He-Man franchise, so this is going to be new for me, but as it stands, it looks pretty interesting, so I'm pretty curious to see how it goes. And until then, take care everyone, stay tuned for my next review, and until then, take care guys, thank you all so much for watching, and until then, skidoosh everyone.